Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about updates on Lando Norris and Lewis Hamilton following the Baku Grand Prix. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on X at James's Pit Lane, I'll leave a link in the description, but let's jump straight into the video. So let's start with Lando Norris, who's been adamant that he could do no more despite missing an opportunity to really close the gap to his teammate Oscar Piastri in the drivers' standings. Now, as we know, it's been a really difficult weekend for Piastri. In qualifying, he crashed, which meant he started the race in P9, but Norris could only qualify in P7, and then in the Grand Prix, Piastri crashed on the opening lap, but Norris could only finish the race in P7. So yeah, instead of taking a considerable slice out of Piastri's 31-point advantage in the drivers' standings, Norris only gained 6 points on Piastri, meaning Piastri still has a 25-point gap to Norris. Now, one thing to note about Norris's Grand Prix is that there were times when he was stuck in a DRS train, and that made it very hard to overtake, but still it wasn't the best Grand Prix for Norris. And asked whether he felt he'd missed another opportunity, speaking to Sky Sports F1, Norris said, as quoted by Racing News 365, "Everyone says that. I did the best I could yesterday, and I did the best I could today. The opportunities are there every weekend. Every race I didn't win was an opportunity missed. Of course, today I wanted more. 7th was not a good result, but I couldn't do anything more today. It was lost yesterday because of going out a bit early and not doing the best lap. Maybe I could have gained a couple of positions on the grid, but I don't think it would have changed anything today. It's just impossible to overtake. I look back on yesterday more than anything today. I thought the pace was alright today when it needed to be. I did a long stint on the medium. Could things have been a little better? Yes. Do I think anything would have changed? Probably not." Now, in my opinion, McLaren just need to write off this weekend and try and bounce back stronger in Singapore. I mean, this weekend has just been a disaster for McLaren, really, from start to finish, and it's just one to forget about now, and they need to start delivering again in Singapore, because it looks like Red Bull have got on top of their car, with Max Verstappen taking 2 wins in a row and closing in on the McLaren drivers in the drivers' standings. But let's move on to Lewis Hamilton, who was at the centre of Ferrari team orders in an untelevised Baku Grand Prix radio call. Now, there was a moment during the Grand Prix where Hamilton was behind his teammate Charles Leclerc, but Hamilton was on much fresher tyres. And Hamilton was allowed past Leclerc to try and overtake Liam Lawson, Yuki Tsunoda and Lando Norris, who were all ahead of him. But with Hamilton not being able to do that, Ferrari asked for the positions to be reversed again before the checkered flag. Now, Hamilton did slow down and moved off the racing line as he approached the line, but crossed 4/10 clear of Leclerc at the checkered flag. Now, according to Planet F1, in a team radio message, race engineer Riccardo Ademi told Hamilton, "Leclerc 1.5 seconds behind you. This is the last lap. Let him by." And as I said, it looked like Hamilton was complying with the team order, but crossed the line before his teammate was able to reach him. And addressing the call after the race, Hamilton said, as quoted by Planet F1, "Firstly, obviously I was quicker earlier on, but then Charles was gracious to let me by. At the end, I got the message really late on, and I was zoned in on the car in front of me, even though there was like a 0.0001% chance of passing, and I was still hopeful, maybe. Basically, I did lift on the straight and actually did brake, but I missed it by like 4/10, so I apologise to Charles. At the end of the day, it's 8th and 9th. Now, as Hamilton said, the team finished 8th and 9th, and it was a really difficult day for Ferrari. While they did look quick earlier on in the weekend, it just wasn't to be in qualifying or the Grand Prix. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.